gal, Nadine here. I am going to show you how to do a half double crochet in the round. It's going to be the flat version. So to start this off, you'll need to do a magic ring, and we're going to do 2 chains. I count this first one as a chain and second one as chain. If you don't know how to do a magic ring, there will be a little flag pop up here, and then for the half double crochet there should be another flag popping up shortly. So you need to do at this point I count the chains, starting chain, as a half double crochet, so you need to do 9 more. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and this last one is 10, the chain. So now we just need to pull that up. And tighten that up good and tight. There we go. So what I do here is I slip stitch into the second chain. There we go. And join it. Sometimes it's a little bit tight. There we go, and you need to kind of do one bit at a time to get it come through. But once you're done, it's not so bad. So now here we've got our first round made. Now with the half double crochet, I will crochet in the end. I'll just lay it up and hook it in. So we need to do 2 chains to get up to the point that we need to be, and that's the first half double crochet. And actually I'm going to back off that one and make it a little bit looser, because the first chain, the chain that we just slip stitched into, is the one that we need to grab again, and it's going to be fiddly again. So we need to do 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. So that's 2 half double crochets 10 times. So this is considered a half double crochet at this point. So that's 1, and now we're going to do the second one. It's just this one chain that's always a little bit cranky. Yeah, we'll call it cranky. But once you're done, it's there we go. It's okay. And that's the second one. So now we need to make 2 more in each stitch around, and try not to split your stitches like I do sometimes. And if you tend to stitch tight like I do, you can always go up a hook size. So now if you're going to be doing like doilies or something, especially if you're going to be making your own patterns up, this is generally how you can do them, start it off to make it flat, is make sure you have that many stitches sort of idea. So that was 2, and then 2 more, and then 2 more, as you can see, the other stitches are a lot easier to get into. There's just those first couple, and then 2 more, and this one's great, especially for like the half double crochet. I really like it because it goes by tens. So each row or round will be 10 more. So row 1 being the starting row, and I just forgot to work in my end. I forgot to grab it all the way around. Oh well, I'll have to sew that one in, I guess. But oops, that was 1 in that one. But it's easy to it's easy to count how many stitches you should have. Row 1 is 10, row 2 is 20, row 3 is 30, row 4 is 40, and so on and so forth if you're doing just half double crochets. So it's really simple to keep that number counted. I'm going to have to sew that end in because I didn't grab it all the way along. So, and just like the single crochet in the round, this one's going to be almost exactly the same as for row wise. This one's 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, and you slip stitch to join, but I'm grabbing that top chain, see that, and slip stitching in there. So now you need 2 more half double crochets or 2 more chain stitches, and that'll be counted as a half double crochet. And now you need 1 more in the same stitch, 1 more half double crochet, and then the next stitch is right here. You need to do half double crochet 1, just like in the single crochet. If you watched that video, the single crochet, the next row was round was 2 in 1, and that's the way it's going to be all the way around. On this one is going to be 2 half double crochets and then 1 half double crochet, and then 2, and then 1. And I guess it helps to actually put 2 there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And then 1, and then 2, and 1. And now you can tell you have 2 in here. If you look carefully, you can, without even counting, you can see that there's more stitches there. So like, I don't look at this end, look at the end that's down here. So you can see there's 2 sets of loops in this one stitch, and there's 1 in that one. Now if I was further along, I'd just count the stitches, but at this point, just to kind of double check myself as I'm going along, it's an easy way to make sure you're okay. So I'm going to take a quick glance at this point in 2, 1, you're good. And then 2 and 1, you're good. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 2 1 2 and 1 and now we have 2 sets of stitches left, being 2 single crochet in this one, or 2 half double crochets in this one, and a one half double crochet in this one. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 1. Yay! And we're done. So this row should have 30 stitches because, like I said, it just kind of, you add 10 each row, you go up. And this one is really easy because you start off with 10 stitches. So in the half double crochet you add 10. You add however many is in the starting round. So being half double crochet started with 10. You got 20 in round 2, 30 in round 3. So we'll check that. I'm just going to count by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 28, 29, and the second chain is also counted as a stitch, which makes it 30. Okay, and then you just slip stitch into the top chain and join it. So there. And the next one is the same thing all over again, except we start with the 2 chains, and that's going to be counted as a half double crochet. And then we put one more half double crochet in that stitch. So that's the 2 half double crochet, and now we go a half double crochet and a half double crochet. So instead of just doing 1 half double crochet after, we do 2. So we're going to do 1 and 2, and we do that around 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 and 1. We're going to do that all the way around. So 2. So I'm just going to speed up here and meet you on the other side. Okay, so it just occurred to me how I could also describe to you how you can make sure you're where you should be. So since we started, like there's the 2 half double crochets from the previous round, you're always putting your next set of half double crochets, your next 2 half double crochets in the first stitch of this group here. So you've got this one and this one. So you put your 2 half double crochets in here. And then you do the 2. So if you ever kind of lose track, another way to find yourself is to look and see if you're putting the next group of 2 into the first stitch of the previous row group of 2. You see how we're at the exact same spot? We need to put it up here. So that's a good way to make sure you're keeping pace of where you need to be. Especially when you get into to the larger rounds. Like this isn't quite so bad. And now this one right here, let's see, I'm at where I need to be. This one right here is actually good size for a coaster. So I really do suggest for practice, if you're not sure, you can always just make a little coaster set out of worsted weight yarn, and it'll like coffee. What's left of my coffee? I need some more. But yeah, so you can do that as it is for a coaster. And it'll be just fine from that point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have 40 sets of stitches. So 4 and 8 and 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, and this is the 38th one. So yeah, and you just slip stitch to join, and you sew in your ends, and you're good. So now if you wanted to go a bit larger than that, it's the exact same thing. You do your base here, which is 10 stitches for the half double crochet, and then you increase to 2 stitches in each one around. That'll give you 20. And in this, the third row would be 2 half double crochets, and then 1 half double crochet and 2 stitches. 1 stitch, sorry, I'm confusing myself here, and you too, I'm sorry. So 2 half double crochets in the first stitch, 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, all the way around until you have 30 stitches. And then the next fourth row is 2 in 1 stitch and 1 in 2 stitches all the way around. So the next row would be 2 half double crochets and then 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, 2 half double crochet, 3 half double crochets in the next 4 stitches, and up and up and up and up until you get your larger circle. I hope that was helpful for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, one of those, or and if you haven't already, subscribe. There should be a button there or there, and there's definitely one down there. And if you have any comments, concerns, or anything, questions, whatever, hit me up in the comments down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye.